Welcome to this comprehensive interactive study guide on critical path analysis, or CPA, for WJEC A-Level Business. In this video, we will break down the essential techniques you need to master: constructing network diagrams, performing forward and backward passes, calculating total float, and identifying the critical path. We'll also explore the strategic implications of CPA in real-world business scenarios, such as resource management and cash flow forecasting. By the end, you'll be equipped to secure top marks in your exam by combining numerical precision with evaluative analysis. Let's get started. Let's map out the core concepts of CPA. The network diagram consists of nodes and activity arrows. Nodes hold the earliest start time and latest finish time. Dummy activities, shown as dashed lines, are crucial for representing dependencies without consuming time or resources. The forward pass calculates ISTs by moving left to right, and at merge nodes you always take the maximum incoming time. The backward pass calculates LFTs by moving right to left, and at burst nodes you take the minimum. The critical path is the chain of activities with zero total float. Any delay here delays the whole project. Turning to our core study notes, the two fundamental calculations are the forward pass and backward pass. The forward pass gives each activity its earliest start time, or estimated. The backward pass gives each activity its latest finish time, or LFT. Total float is then calculated as LFT minus duration minus estimated activities on the critical path have zero total float. Remember the golden rules: at a merge node, the EST is the maximum of the incoming times because all preceding activities must finish before the next can start. At a burst node, the LFT is the minimum of the outgoing times because the following activities must not be delayed. Here is the step-by-step process for tackling any CPA question. First, draw the network diagram from the given table of activities and precedences, including dummy activities where needed. Second, perform the forward pass from left to right, writing the EST in the top half of each node. At merge nodes, choose the maximum. Third, perform the backward pass from right to left, writing the LFT in the bottom half. At burst nodes, choose the minimum. Fourth, calculate total float for each activity using the formula. Fifth, identify the critical path as the sequence of activities with zero float. Finally, interpret your results. The project duration is the final node's EST, and non-critical activities have float that gives flexibility in scheduling resources. Let's work through a typical exam question. We have four activities: A, B, C, and D. A has no predecessors. B and C both depend on A. D depends on both B and C. We draw the network: start node 1, activity A to node 2. From node 2, activity B to node 3, and activity C to node 4. Since D needs both B and C, we add a dummy activity from node 3 to node 4, then activity D from node 4 to node 5. Now forward pass: node 1 EST 0, node 2 EST 3, node 3 EST 7, node 4. From C we get 5, from dummy we get 7, so take maximum 7, node 5 EST 12. Backward pass: node 5 LFT 12, node 4 LFT 7, node 3 LFT 7, node 2. From B we get 3, from C we get 5, take minimum 3, node 1 LFT 0. Total float: A, 0, B, 0, C, 2, dummy, 0, D, 0. So critical path is A, B, dummy, D, or simply ABD, and project duration is 12. Activity C has 2 units of float, meaning it can be delayed up to 2 time units without affecting the project. Watch out for these common mistakes. First, always include dummy activities when needed. They are essential for correct logic. Second, remember the rules: at a merge node, the EST is the maximum of incoming times; at a burst node, the LFT is the minimum of outgoing times. Third, explicitly identify the critical path by listing the activities or marking them on the diagram. Fourth, the exam typically asks for total float, not free float, so use the correct formula. Finally, don't just calculate numbers, evaluate the benefits of CPA for the business, such as identifying where resources can be reallocated or how delays impact cash flow. Examiners reward contextual analysis. To wrap up, here's your revision synthesis. Master the network diagram, nodes and activities with correct dependencies. Perform the forward pass, taking maximums at merges, and the backward pass, taking minimums at bursts. Calculate total float using the formula. The critical path is the sequence with zero float, any delay there delays the project. The project duration is the EST of the final node. Finally, evaluate the strategic use of CPA. It helps manage resources, improve cash flow, and identify where delays are most damaging. With these skills, you're ready to tackle any CPA question in your exam. Good luck!